English. Just random rambles with you guys. In a bit, I've been doing a lot of Japanese chit chat, as you probably have noticed, but I'm really excited to talk to you guys today. I also want to talk about I don't know, just some recent personal updates in my life, and just all a bunch of different topics. So first, you have probably noticed, but right now I have been switching back and forth between English and Japanese videos every other week, and I'm pretty comfortable with the schedule I have now on. I might add extra videos here and there when I do have time, but overall I'm really comfortable with what I have now. I don't know if you guys feel the same or not, because obviously I know not all, most of the people who watches my video probably only knows Japanese or English, so I don't know if you guys are okay with that, but that's probably gonna be my schedule from now on, as long as I think it works for me. And I also have been trying to put subtitles for my Japanese subtitles for my English videos and English subtitles for my Japanese videos, but that does take a long time to add, because I'm doing everything. I am doing half AI, but half I'm editing, because obviously I want to make sense, and I don't want to just post a random half-ass subtitle that does not make sense when I know the language, you know what I mean? So I've been trying to add when I can. I mean, please don't come for me if I do skip a couple of videos, but I'm trying to do as much as possible so you can still listen to Japanese video and know what I'm saying, and still be relaxed and get all the tingles. So that's my goals for now. Okay, so for today's makeup, it is inspired by Hinata from XG's makeup that she did in I think you can she had blood spatters and red freckles with red icon contact lens and super blue eyeliner. I think you get the idea if you've seen that. So that's the look I went for today, and I am actually in love. And this is the all my lashes and contact I got from Taobao, from their Singles Day sale. And no, I'm obsessed with this look. Yes. So today, so let's get into the books I am currently reading, and books that I want to get into, and my I just have a bunch of books here that I want to share with you guys, and I wanted to share it in this video because I feel in this past year I realized that I've only read Japanese books because it's just really expensive to get English or foreign books in Japan. It's really hard to find, and it's really expensive when I do find them. So a couple of weeks ago I was in New York for work, and I grabbed a couple of books for me and my sister, and we obviously live together, and so we share our book and we read not together, but we read the same books. So our collection is all to get added together. Okay, so let me show you what I'm currently reading. And this is a Japanese book, but I wanted to share this because I hope this won't translate it into English. I hope this would not basically about these two girls, and in the span of like 30 to 40 years, and their relationship, and it was giving like queer, sapphic novel, okay? And that's what I had in mind, and that's literally what it said in the summary, and I think it got like an award for like romance genre recently, right? So I was like, okay, I want to read more like Japanese queer, Japanese sapphic novels. Little did I know, this is like if a homophobic person was trying to disguise as like a queer writer. That was the vibe I was getting. Like the storyline didn't make sense. Their relationship, like I don't even know why they like each other. Like it's just everything just does not make sense. And I was like, okay, I need to know like what this writer was thinking about, okay? And then she was saying like very like homophobic things in like interviews, and just like not like outwardly homophobic, but like those like microaggressive narratives that she was sharing in this interview was just like really concerning to me. So I was like, okay, I cannot. So it's still in my like currently reading list, but I think I'm gonna drop this because I don't want to finish. I don't want to know. I don't care enough about these characters to see what happens to them and the ending, and I do not care because not even only the relationship between these two women, but their relationship with their family and everybody in between just does not make sense. And it feels like it's writing based on vibes, but the vibes are not vibrating. Like that's the vibe. So yeah, I think I'm dropping that, but I just wanted to say, please don't pick this up. Like, no. And also, especially because I just finished another sapphic novel before this, and that was like so good. So I was having like high expectation, and I was on this like, I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited that there are so many like options in Japanese literature as well. Nope. And so yes, that's one thing that I was like very disappointed in this book, but also disappointed by how popular this person is, this writer, this author is, and how I don't know if this book is doing well or not, but apparently this author started writing like BL, and I don't know, this feels like an extension of like fanfics, you know, those like super bad like fanfics that you can read for free. I feel like it didn't have to be printed on papers. Like it could have just been online and attract like certain teenager, like on like those niche pockets of internet, you know what I mean? That's like the level of quality I would say this is. So I regret buying this. Also, it's kind of rare for me to feel this like passionate about a book that I don't enjoy. So that's the first book I wanted to talk about. I want to get this out of the way. The next one that I'm actually reading right now, it's this book called Rave by Reynold Goetz. So this, I talked about this like a couple of videos ago in my New York, what I bought in New like right out, because it's set right after the unification of Germany, so that's also a very interesting way to look at the youth party scenes right after that. And so far, I'm like not even that far. I'm like I'm like 70 pages in, and it's kind of like fragmented writing that I'm not really used to. So I've been taking my time to read this, but it is very interesting, and it's like I'm not used to reading something this like super like creative way. That kind of, it's a lot of like vibes, but also at the same time there's a lot of like references that I need to like search up, because I'm not like, I don't know anything about Germany, so a lot of things I'm like googling and kind of like referring to, but yeah, the format is really intriguing, and I'm very like super focused when I'm reading, so I want to see how it goes, how it like, yeah, how it moves, and very excited to finish, really excited to read this. And after, I have a Japanese book. This I forgot that I even got this, but I've heard good things about this, so I am excited for this. I'll let you know. I don't want to say too much in case I don't like it, you know. I think this is this mystery romance. I don't know, but I'll definitely let you guys know when I do finish this. Another book, this is my sister's, and she was recommending this to me, and it's called The Safekeep, and this is shortlisted on the Booker Prize 2024, and my sister was saying how she almost gave it like 5 stars or something, and it is 15 years after the Second World War, and Isabel has built herself a solitary life of discipline and strict routine in her late mother's country home, with not a fork out of place, but all is upended when her brother Louis delivers his graceless new girlfriend Eva at Isabel's doorstep as a guest there to stay for the season. In the sweltering heat of summer, Isabel's desperate need for control reaches boiling point. What happens between the two women leads to a revelation that threatens to unravel all she has ever known. See, I'm really intrigued by this. And my sister, obviously she knows my taste in books, and she said I would really, really like this, so I'm excited. I might bring this to like when I'm traveling or something. The next one, this is also another thing I got in New York, and I also showed this in the New York Hall, but this is by John Foss, who is the winner of Nobel Prize in Literature in 2022 or 2023. I forgot. 2023, and then it's called Scenes from a Childhood, and this is apparently something really close to his autobiography, but it's also like really, well, it says that his style is really minimalist and unsettling quality, and in this loosely autobiographical narrative covers infants seen to awkward adolescents, unearthing the moments of childhood that linger longest in the imagination. And then my dog will come back to me, a haunting and dreamlike novella. A dispute between neighbors escalates to an inexorable climax, taken from various various sources. The texts gathered here together for the first time demonstrate that the short story is one of the recurrent modes of Foss's imagination and occasions some of his greatest work. So it's like a collection of short stories, writings, poems, which I'm also really excited to just dive into. And I'm also really interested in other Foss's work. Really excited to get into that. And another one is also my sister's, and this is also like a book I got for her in New York. It was one of the book that she listed for me to get, and she says she has already finished this. So this is Say Nothing, and by Patrick Radden-Keefe, a true story of murder and memory in Northern Ireland. So it's really interesting because my sister has been really obsessed with Irish literature and history, especially because it's not like a part of history that I was not taught in school, and I don't think she was taught in school either. But yeah, she started to get really obsessed with it this year, and this is a book. It's nonfiction and covers. I'm gonna read the little summary on the back. In December 1972, Jean McConville, a 38-year-old mother of 10, was dragged from her Belfast home by masked intruders. Her children clung to her legs. They never saw her again. Everyone in the neighborhood knew the IRA was responsible, but in a climate of fear and paranoia, no one would speak of it. Patrick Radden-Keefe's mesmerizing book on the bitter conflict in Northern Ireland and its aftermath uses the McConville case as a starting point for the tale of a society racked by a violent guerrilla war, a war whose consequences has never been reckoned with. From radical and impetuous IRA terrorists such as Dolores Price, who was planting bombs and targeting informers when she was barely out of her teens, to the spy games and dirty schemes of the British Army, to Jerry Adams, who negotiated the peace but betrayed his hardcore comrades by denying his IRA past. Say Nothing conjures a word of passion, betrayal, vengeance, and anguish. So, I've heard a lot from my sister about this, and it is just really, really, really intriguing. And the one reason why I'm not a big history person, even though I am super, super intrigued by history of all history, okay? Recently I realized the reason why I am not interested when I was younger was because when I was learning these, when I was in history class in middle school, high school, I was not fluent in English, and I felt like in history classes and also just English classes, but when I'm reading something is when I felt the most challenged as a non-English speaker at the time. So I think only half of what I was taught has actually gotten into my head at the time. I didn't understand half of what my teacher was saying, so that's why I think I'm interested in the storytelling. I'm interested in what actually happened, but it was just not getting into my head. I was just not understanding it, so that's why I think I felt like I was more I was better at math, you know what I mean, because it was less about vocabs and words, and it's just numbers. sister. Yeah, my sister is really into like history and all that, and so I do trust her recommendations. So I'll definitely get to that. And yeah, that is all the books I have for today, and that's all for today. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this little chit-chat, random rambles, and also booktube situation. And yeah, let me know if you love reading, if you have written something, if you have read something interesting recently, please put it down in the comment section, and I would love to get to those. And I'll be traveling end of the year, beginning of the year, so I'm hoping to read during my vacation. Yeah, we'll definitely talk more soon, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And see you very, very soon. Have a good